do like one more Slay the Spire episode probably, or one more run at least. Take me up to Ascension level 2. It might get cut off like midway through, but we'll see. Give me a colorless card. Dude, early dramatic entrance, absolutely. It feels nice to, I don't know, be streaming again, to be honest with you. Now go off on teachers. I can't because, like, this is the worst time of year to be a teacher, right? Because, like, you got to be getting the Sunday scaries, but instead of just for one day, it's like for 3 weeks. Oh, here we go. School just started. It starts a little later here. Starts like the day after Labor Day, I think, here. It's the best time to go off because they're too busy. Oh. That's right. Did you see the tweet about the girl whose HOA made her clean her lawn and then they sent her a letter because she's not supposed to do yard work at certain times? Man. I did not see that. I did see the one where, like, the HOA got mad at this lady because her garden had weeds in it. And then the picture that they attached as evidence was like her pulling the weeds out of the garden. That's the kind of stuff where I can understand why, like, sometimes those meetings devolve into violence. No, we don't have an HOA. I don't think that there's many HOAs in Canada. Cause, like, I don't understand. I'm not like Constitution pilled. But I don't understand how you can be in an HOA that's like legally binding. Because isn't it like you're beholden to the municipality legally and the province legally and the country legally. But like just the motherfuckers who live on my block? I don't think so. Strata, sure, but like that makes sense in a condo because you can't have like motherfuckers ruining shit for everybody else. Like, cause I've been a part of some stratas and like there have been times when it's annoying, for sure. Like one time we installed a doorbell and then we got like a note that was like, this isn't an approved doorbell. So what the fuck did we do? Well, I know, like, I'm not saying this is like actionable advice that you should take, but I did what I often do in that situation, which is I ignored the letter and just kept the doorbell, even though it said, like, if you don't fix it, like, we could start levying fines. I said, okay, then I'll rip the shit out when you start fining me. If you can get the mandate of heaven to get, like, the Strata Council to say we're going to charge this dude $250 for having a non-standard... It wasn't like some Munster shit either. Like, it was like a smart doorbell, right? Like a doorbell with a camera. And then, like, oh, all the units have to have merely a standard one-button doorbell. I was like, if you can get 7 adults of sound mental health to say, yeah, like... charge this guy $250, then I'll pay the $250 and I'll change the doorbell. But otherwise, I'm not changing it. But like residential areas, I don't feel like we really have that in Canada, which is nice. Like crazy to think that that's the play. That's the play right there. Congrats, it's 5. You're on monitor 1. Let's go. It feels good. Feels good to be on monitor 1. Our HOA tells people not to park on the street. You guys have no idea how actually based I am, by the way. Now, this is probably annoying for about 1% of you, but the rest of you are going to be like, he's awesome. Lots of places in Vancouver have no parking signs that say parking on this street is for residents only, or you need a permit, which basically means you have to like be a resident and get it from the city. I park on those motherfuckers all the time. All the time. You don't own the street as far as I'm concerned. Just because you got 20 of your neighbor friends together and you went to the city and they're like, there's so much traffic on our street. We can't park here. Congrats, you live in a desirable part of the city that people want to go to. My ass is going to park there if I have to park there. I paid for the concrete just like you, man. Complained about your neighbor parking in the street? Yeah, but that's different. That's because their garage is packed full of garbage. I'm talking about, like, I'm trying to go watch the fireworks on Kids Beach. All those motherfuckers on, like, you know, West Point Gray Avenue and shit are like, oh, I own Lululemon. You're not allowed to park in front of my house. Guess what, motherfucker? I'll be seeing you 2 minutes after the fireworks end, getting my ass back to a different neighborhood. I forgot what I'm doing. What am I doing? I don't like these. I don't like any of these cards. I'm sorry. I need to bash you. We need to wait on this. I see people get towed on my street by Kitsilano daily for doing that. LOL. All right, now that you say that, I should probably be a little bit more careful. That is oftentimes where I'm executing that particular game. Towed? Really? So I have had my car towed once. And it was... I can't afford to risk losing blood for blood, I think. I know how this is going to sound. I'm not going to say it's not my fault, but it was an honest mistake. We had a meeting at the bank. We parked in front of the bank, which was perfectly fine. We didn't realize, though, that like an hour after our meeting started, they pivot from parking allowed to no parking so that they can fit all the extra traffic that starts coming through that part of town in the afternoon. So I was like, that one's my bad, no problem. Every other time I've parked, quote unquote, illegally, the number one thing I say in my head is, they're not going to tow me. It's too much fucking work. They're really going to get a tow truck down here, put my fucking car on the tow, and then tow it out to Terminal Avenue? I don't see it happening. Now that you mention that it happens, maybe it's time for me to rethink that. I need some damage, but Shrug It Off is really good. It's literally someone's job. Yeah, but like that's a... Nah, I just don't see it. For you, maybe. I don't see that happening to a guy like me. I'd rather take 3 damage than 9 damage. Hey, Lusty Dusty, thank you as well for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. Thank you again, I should say. I mean, I love these true grits. I do need some damage, though. My friends live in NYC. They did the math that it's actually better to just eat the tickets and the occasional tow than pay for parking. Well, let me... I'm not the most based individual on the planet, okay? Though I may pretend sometimes. I pay for parking that is... there's a few different scenarios. I pay the city meters because they're heavily underpriced. And the risk of getting a ticket is mild, but the cost of paying for parking is like near zero in most neighborhoods. Plus, that goes to fund some degree of city services, so I feel good about it. I pay in private parking lots because they'll tow your shit for sure, or issue like an insane ticket. But if you're willing to be like, eat the ticket from Easy Park or something like that, and then just never park in another Easy Park lot ever again, that's fine. But I'm not, I mean, that's a big inconvenience for a guy like me. In the neighborhoods? I mean, when we went to Festival of Lights, which is like the fireworks festival, I was like, maximum the ticket's gonna be is like a couple $100, and it's a real hassle to park. If I get the ticket, I'm just gonna say it comes out in the wash. Use some of that. We don't have enough damage. He's a genius. Look at this. I've never taken this many block cards in this game. Dump. No, don't dump it. We want our deck to be full because there's too many voids. You gotta go though. This is gonna sting. Anyway, that's all I got. The parking discourse has reached its logical conclusion. Good? I don't know. You back on the overnight oats? You know it, brother. There was no reason to stop. I mean, except that I was away. Okay, if we need damage, we gotta take a clothesline. Just makes sense. When was the last time you had a beer? On vacation, I had a few for sure. Thank you for asking. I'll take the heal. What'd you get? I don't know. There were many. Mostly IPAs. I don't drink at home though anymore because it's just honestly, man, this is how you know you're actually getting older. You reach the point where like having 2 beers at home is less fun than the admittedly meager problem that it causes for you. It fucks with your digestion, raises your resting heart rate by like 20% for a whole day, for even though it feels like it's not doing anything to you, fucks up your sleep. On vacation, you're like, why not, you know? I'm going to be waiting in line for Big Thunder Mountain for a while. I might as well, but at home, I pretty much like just don't do it at all. Now the NyQuil, probably, I should have popped this earlier, but probably the best part of being sick, because you sleep like a baby, man. I need to do damage. Yeah, but you get the NyQuil dreams? I don't know, I guess I'm just built different. It's never really been a problem for me. I would love it if you hit the Sentinel. Alright, well, go fuck yourself. You ever see the Hat Man? I feel pretty blessed. I've never really had like a Hat Man experience. I kind of nod along and I say like, me too, whenever people mention the Hat Man, but I've never suffered like a catastrophic, like, you know, psychological breakdown or anything like that while under the influence of NyQuil. Probably would have happened if I kept taking Ambien, but I was always very paranoid about the limited amount of Ambien that my doctor gave me in the first place. I gotta do damage, brother. I gotta do damage. I got him. More of a Benadryl thing? I'm gonna have to take your word for it. I got Ambien from my doctor. Feed is an interesting choice, maybe. This is like 10 years ago. I got Ambien from my doctor because we were going to Japan, and I was like, I can't sleep on airplanes. And she was like, okay, here's 12 Ambien for free. And then I was like, this is going to be sick. And then I read stories online about like people taking Ambien for the first time on airplanes and then having like psychotic breaks and like trying to fight the cabin crew and stuff like that. So I never took it on an airplane. I raw dogged the flight, and then if I ever had like a sleepless night, I would take half an Ambien. I'm gonna take feed. I do like calling bell. Ceramic fish, sundial, and ice cream. Sentinel, True Grit, and ice cream. You got me feeling a certain sort of way. It's more of a puzzle than the last one, but I'm feeling pretty good. Six damage, huh? Something like that. Get on benzos? Nah, I think I'm like pretty chill with the overnight oats and like all the rotisserie chickens and stuff. I don't even know, what does a benzo do? Isn't that shit that Jordan Peterson was on? It makes you clean your room? Please start doing Molly. I've never... People don't think I'm being serious when I say... I don't know why. It's the same way like whenever people that were born in like 2000 talk about the 80s, they're like, everyone was on coke, man. Everyone was on coke. Were lots of people on coke in the 80s? Probably. But like the vast majority of people were just living their lives like, you know, smoking cigarettes. Just because I went to college in the mid-2000s to the early 2010s, I don't have any experience with ketamine, ecstasy, none of that stuff. Poppers, whippets. I got none of that, man. People were just getting absolutely disgustingly hammered every night. I get it, butt chugging. No, man, no. Nobody was butt chugging, okay? We were just drinking it with our mouths. You weren't? Yes, okay, listen. I was not butt chugging, and nobody I know was butt chugging. If you could go back, would you butt chug? No, dude. Isn't that shit like giga bad for you? I got enough problems with my colon, man. Didn't you hear me and Justin talk about butt plugs earlier? I don't even know what they do, man. He was kind of blowing my mind when he said like it's not a plug, it's a stretcher. And you use it so that stuff doesn't come out. And I was like, what's coming out? Except for the obvious. Anyway, what was I talking about? He died! You weren't supposed to die. Oh, brother. Oh, because of the boots. Oh. Here I thought it was a useless relic. Sometimes it's actually very useful for ruining your feed. So here's what you do. Here's what they think about you. We're just waiting for feed to come back around. It's a skip in this household. No Vaseline reference. It's true. It's true. You cannot have the mango. Give me some of this. I also... Cards which... No, I think we like that our cards exhaust. Whenever you play a skill exhausted... Nah, man, nah. Corruption easy. Whenever you play a skill exhausted... I'm trusting you, chat. I'm trusting you on this one. Why aren't you reading the part of it that says skills cost 0? I was just reading the relevant part, okay? Don't hate the player, hate the game. No, I'm just being serious. Like, I never saw the appeal of, like, Well, I mean, to be honest, I'm so ignorant about like some of these drugs. I don't even know what they do. Isn't ecstasy the one that makes you like sweaty and horny? I've never been in like that many situations where I'm like, this is how I want to feel right now. That doesn't sound like... I'm gonna send it out there. Doesn't alcohol do that? No, not really. I mean, sweaty for sure. Hey, Ike Lotties, thanks for the gifted subscriptions as well. Thank you. I'm just gonna be honest with you, brother. I think I'll see you in hell. I just think it's crazy. Like, you guys aren't out there, like, doing these drugs and then watching, like, YouTube video essays, right? Or, like, playing RuneScape. This is all happening at parties that look like beer commercials, right? Everybody looks like a model. You're all dancing to, like, the worst music of all time, but having a great time. No, 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 no. No, no. Wrong, 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 wrong. At music festivals. Oh, at the festivals. Last time I did it with my buddy, we watched 3 Star Wars movies. Brother. I don't know if it's fun, by all means, I guess. Yeah, wait, which 3? Which 3? Oh, here we go. Attack of the Clones, Solo, and Return of the Skywalkers. You didn't explore each other's bodies or nothing? Again, this is a greatest hit story, so I'm bringing it back. Las Vegas for Champions of Fire 2. Walking down the strip, guy says to me, "Hey, do you like to party?" I said, "What?" He said, "Do you like to party?" I said, "No, thanks, man. I'm all right." Then he said, "No, I'm asking you if you want to buy drugs." And I said, "Yeah, I know." Sorry, you're right. This is Champions of Fire 1, not 2. This is 1. He said, "I'm asking you if you want to buy drugs." And I said, "I know. I'm not interested." And then he said, "What are you, a cop or something?" I was just like, is he the worst drug dealer of all time? Like, he was hard selling me. That's cop behavior? I think he was a cop, man. Yeah, he was the cop. Exactly. Strength on turn 1 is definitely okay. Get Jaxed is oh, but then it's going to exhaust because of corruption. Transform 2 cards is also good, man. I like transforming my cards. I don't know about that one, but... You probably had the cop fit on. I was probably wearing like a shirt with fucking Isaac on it or something. I don't know. Nothing cool, I'll tell you that much. My Roots jacket that says Canada and a baseball hat with the Canadian flag on it. My Blue Lives Matter shirt. You know what was interesting when I was at Disneyland? Saw a few people wearing Trump Vance 2024 stickers. Not stickers. T-shirts. Didn't see anybody wearing Harris Walls shirts. It's going to be a landslide, brother. They're losing the shirt game like 8-0 right now. I can't think of any other possible explanation for why the Trump Vance shirts would be so represented and there's not a single Harris Walls shirt. I know because you're going to ask. And yes, half of the people wearing the Trump Vance shirts were going around like the guy who's always on airplanes with the shirt that says like, "I'm voting for the convicted felon," and then watching the people like filter down the row. Like they were there to be seen, but I must attack you. That's exactly what I wanted to have happen. You see that guy IRL? No, but I don't fly that much, to be honest. And he seems like he's often on the airplane. Unlike you liberals, I don't make my politics my whole personality. I was laughing because, like, I don't want to put the guy on blast, and I know Librarian is going to. So, but I guess, like, you just gotta accept it. I was just, like, drinking my coffee this morning, and then there was a tweet from Metacritic that was like, what do you think Star Wars Outlaws is going to get on the Metascore? And one of the replies was from a person that said, like, it probably deserves a 6, but because of the forced diversity, it'll get at least an 8. And then I clicked on their profile, and their profile, in their bio, it said, like, I'm always trying to avoid politics, but people keep shoving it into everything. And I was like, damn, this is, like, straight up one of the dumbest motherfuckers I've ever seen. Like, you're the one forcing the politics in it, man. I don't know shit about Star Wars Outlaws, to be honest with you, but I feel like you're shoving the politics into your own face a little bit. Please hit the wounds. Fuck you, man. I knew you'd find them. I mean, like, I guess I do kind of want to put him on blast, but I'm like, I try to stay out of politics and be impartial, but I always seem to be placed in the middle of political events. That is what he said. And I was like, I don't think the release of Star Wars Outlaws and its Metascore is really political at all. It's the kind of thing that not that many people would conflate, quite frankly. You skipped it? What did I skip? I haven't been paying attention. Last tweet was boycott Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah, fuck 4th of July. We need Whirlwind, man. That's a card. You skipped a free upgrade? No, man. That doesn't sound like me. Gotten any ritual daggers off yet? Nope. I did get one feed, though. Not to be braggadocious. You have Parasite? Why'd you discard an attack? I'm kind of playing on autopilot right now, I'll be honest with you. We should probably lock in a little bit. One moment, please. It's time to lock in. Huge. Huge. Oops. Like, I'm not supposed to be live right now. I'm supposed to be, like, mainlining rotisserie chicken inside of my body. This is a different world for me. Are you shitting me, man? There's no way to solve this puzzle? That stings. You're taking care of business and working overtime? I know that's right, brother. I don't even know what I'm doing with that. Did you see the #1 tennis player in the world is a juicer? I must have missed that one. #1? Alcaraz? Is that his name? Carlos Alcatraz? He's a juicer? Oh, Sinner is a juicer? I forgot Sinner's #1. I watched one of his matches at Wimbledon. That's crazy. Like steroids? No, I think like he watches XQC, right? But he's not suspended for some reason? Now I'm getting confused. Is it illegal to watch XQC? Sorry, feed. You just honestly should never have been taken. It should be? We don't talk about my colleagues like that, okay? We gotta maintain some degree of respect in this industry. Or something. Get smoked. Sinner is innocent, but the process is biased towards top players. I don't understand what you're saying, though. He's innocent of what? Because I really... Oh, tested positive twice for anabolic steroids? Okay, so it's not... He doesn't watch XQC. I really thought that he watched XQC. I was getting fucking confused, man. What would make you think that? Nobody says juicer these days unless they're talking about XQC. That's what has me thinking that. I understand that steroids are referred to as juice. I'm just like, nobody says, oh, he's a juicer. Unless... Get smoked. Battle Trance, great card. Now, see, we got tennis drama in the chat. Now there's all the Italian Tennis Federation is like, oh, actually, the products that he tested positive for are oftentimes found in over-the-counter products here as well. Like, I don't know about any of this stuff, man. I do need your help, okay? Do we play corruption now? Aren't we going to end up with 0 defense and then just die? You're right. It's a great idea to drink the potion. That's a good one. I would save it for later. All right. I see you, English beat. And how no one knows what you're talking about. You guys don't fuck with the English beat? Save it for later. Save it for later. Is that... I don't know if you're still here, Jay. Is that the Dumb and Dumber soundtrack? That sounds like it's from the Dumb and Dumber soundtrack to me. That song is back thanks to Eddie Vedder. There's some good stuff in that song. When he says, just hold my hand while I come to a decision. He knew what he was doing. It's clever. It gets the people going. Dumb and Dumber soundtrack was my jam in high school. I mean, it's... Sorry, Ritual Dagger. Had to be done. It's got some genuine slappers on it, man. Crash Test Dummies cover of XTC's Peter Pumpkinhead. Possibly save it for later by the English beat. The jury's out right now. Now's the time. Now's the time. Send it. We don't need to play these unless we want to play them. Imagine requesting in a loud bar. I know, because no one could hear me sing along, is what you're trying to say, right? Because I know all the words. No! I think my dream... I have fairy in a jar, so I'm okay. My dream is to play a pen nib whirlwind next turn and ruin your life. Fuck you. Welcome back. How does it feel knowing you've ruined the song Riptide by Vance Joy for potentially thousands of people? Well, if that makes me a monster, then what does that make Vance Joy for ruining the song for tens of millions of people? By making it in the first place. I think we gotta go Juggernaut. Juggernaut plus then playing our skills for 0. I love it. I love it. Been drinking it for years. We could always do a quick bandle. Why not? It's after hours. I don't know if these videos are making it to YouTube. 2014, 512 million views. I have no idea. Next. I gotta go like this, I gotta go like this, cause I don't want to get DMCA'd by Danny B. Cobalt, are you going through the same thing as me? I know this song. I know it, but I don't know it. I know it, but I don't know it. Just give me a second. Could this be the Yeah Yeah Yeahs? Dance till heads will roll? It is not heads will roll. I thought that was like a given, man. Come on, come on. Is this AVC? Is this AVC? This one is called Levels. Nope, I have no idea what this is. To be honest, I need the voice cover. Oh, it's Maroon 5. The song is called I'm Following the Maps That Lead to You. The Maps That Lead to You? Yeah, okay. All right. I thought it was a Vocaloid. I remember you was conflicted, misusing your influence. My wife is a bit of a Maroon 5 head, to be honest with you. I'm transforming all my strikes and defends, man. Another corruption? Are we dead? Is our run over? That seems kind of bad. Nah, whatever. Target this thing right here. Let's double tap. You guys are doing way too much damage, just to be honest with you. I'm not like stoked about that, so let's not fuck around with that. You just need a dark embrace. You big disgrace, waving your feather all over the place. What was he talking about when he said that? It's a little glib for me. Dead branch save you? Okay, I'll look for a dead branch as well. Freddie Mercury speak on that? That's all I'm trying to say. Sure, why don't you havoc me? Incredible blood for blood. I didn't even know we had that in our deck, so that's nice. Me personally, I would prefer not to get destroyed by this spiker, but I guess we have no choice. Yeah, I just don't get what he's saying with all this like kicking your can all over the place type stuff. With the rigmarole. Holy cow, a functional feed. How am I going to get corruption? Or a dead branch? I'm going to buy it from a shop. Sure, hook me up. I'm going to purchase it from this very shop. If it's not here, then I'm going to remove pain. Did you get that thing oiled down? What are you talking about? Get that thing oiled down. You're right, that's a necessary card. Did you get that thing oiled down? You know what I'm talking about? I don't understand what people are saying these days. They're not using normal words anymore. Everything is just Sigma, Ohio with you guys. People are typing, sinner's a juicer, juicer's a sinner. I don't know, man. Here comes the story of the motherfucking hurricane, okay? The man the authorities came to blame for something that he never done. Although apparently, actually, if you look it up, people are reasonably confident that he might have actually did that shit. Whoops. But I don't work in law enforcement, so I don't know, honestly. It's not for me to say. He didn't do it, but he was kind of a dick to people, so they freaked out. Listen, I don't know, man. Leave me out of it. Leave me out of it, man. Get out of my hands. Holy crap, Lois. Hey, NL, first time watching live, can you say your catchphrase for me, please? Holy shnikes? Is that the one? He said it. Holy shnikes, 3,000 steps! Huge. Fuck you. Fuck you. Is that a Scooby-Doo thing? No, it's just how people talk sometimes. He's right. It's true. I guess I should have bludgeoned you first, man. My head is like not in the game. Yeah, exhaust your whirlwind. It's only your best card. I got called bub for the first time yesterday. Ryan Reynolds' nefarious influence knows no bounds, man. People walking around calling each other bub these days. Ridiculous. Do me a favor. Do me a favor. Don't exhaust body slam. It was a bit risky. Did you hear people hate Blake Lively now? You know, I don't know about all that, man. I don't know about all that. What happened with her? Without getting too into it, I believe at an interview, she's congratulated the interviewer on her pregnancy, although she was not pregnant. That's like an element of it. That interview is from 8 years ago. Dude, is from 8 years ago? I had no idea. That was like that Emily Blunt interview. Where everyone was like, Emily Blunt is like she's a princess. And then that interview came up from like 2012 where she just calls her Chili's waitress like a fat cow like 100 times in the interview. Have you ever seen that? Like for no reason. She's like, my waitress who was like, she was really big. She was a big lady. Like she was fat. She was huge. She resembled like, and then she just keeps going, man. She seems like okay. She apologized. I don't think I want any of these cards. Emily's using Trump's language. I still think, by the way, Librarian, I know you invented it, so I wanted to bring it up to you. I think that Skibbity Africanus can totally work. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. I saw the image you made of Scipio Africanus's head coming out of the toilet, and I 100% absolutely think it can work. Get smoked, losers. Wait. Get smoked, losers. How about a ritual dagger? Guess we should just wait for ritual dagger, right? Oh. They should probably brazen bull me for that one. That's true. It do always be two comically online bitches telling each other exactly. Or whatever. Yeah, maybe we could play some NES tomorrow. I don't really know. Could be fun. Seems like a fun time. You lose here, I think. I'd be surprised, quite frankly. You, maybe? Sure, I can see that. Me? I don't see that happening. So watch this. First off, I hit you with one of those. Nothing you could do about that. Double damage bludgeon. You've been out since the day you were born. Huge draw. Second corruption for absolutely no reason. Double tap into a true grit. So I can play two clashes. I ain't going out like that. Alright, this one's gonna sting though. This one is gonna sting. Well, on the other hand... Got a pen nib? Nope. You have 22 block. That's kind of sick. You got something for me? Yeah, you do. You do got something for me. But it turns out this was like actually not bad at all. Has he talked about the Ferrari drama yet? Malf, I was really trying not to get into it, okay? A lot of people, they come to the stream, they ask me how I feel about F1, and I've never been shy to offer my opinions on that. But I just thought today we'd try to keep it a little bit nicer, a little bit calmer. You know, not try to get all the F1 girlies riled up. What do you think of them? They got the reddest car in the game. I'll tell you that for free. Is that all you know? It's most of it. I know the clip of Charles Leclerc from Jay's stream where he goes, no! That's a big one. All right. I'm not going out like this, okay? We're actually going to be fine, which is crazy. I think I need you to exhaust you, and then I ruin your life. Okay. The only thing I see more often on girls' Hinge profiles than Sundays are for F1 is I'm irrationally afraid of sharks in pools. Really? Those are like boilerplate lines? I wouldn't know, honestly. It's true, you see that a lot. That and The Office. What's your favorite Taylor Swift song? Also popular? Birds Aren't Real? Oh no. Even the normies are online these days? Little known fact about me, I could beat you in Mario Kart. No, 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 man, no. Millennials have aged into the prime demographic, man. It is psychic damage. Lots of pineapple on pizza. Marg Towers. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Give me some potions, bro. He was pogging up. Being gay makes this shit so easy. I'm always saying that, but when I say it, people are like, NL, you can't say that. You can't say that it's so easy to be gay these days. They're like, that's problematic. But then when you say it, nobody criticizes you. Oh, why? Because you're gay. Thus illustrating my point in the first place. But nobody wants to talk about it seriously, man. It's an epidemic. It's borderline impossible to be straight in 2024. Why? Because dudes are hotter than they've ever been. And they stay hotter longer. Used to be a dude to be hot for like 6-7 years. Then he'd like get into his early 30s, make a regrettable facial hair decision, and then kind of like never recover. And before you know it, he's like he's turned into his dad. Nowadays, we got motherfuckers out here looking like jacked testosterone replacement therapy Santa Claus. They're like 61 years old with a great big bushy beard and an 8-pack, man. It's hard these days. Sorry. Appreciate the allyship. I'm just trying to bring us all together, okay? I have not played Corruption yet. I have not played Corruption. You need some of this. You need a slice of that. Whatever, man. Whatever. He will know our words as if we're born to them. That's what they're saying about me. That's what they're saying. You see, 2 more cards. I can do that. Sorry, Bludgeon. Never liked you anyway. How did you make it to Timekeeper? A lot of people don't want to admit it, but I'm kind of like insanely good at Slay the Spire. In many ways. I just don't like these cards. I'm not going to play them. Now I can play them because we want this. We want this. We want this. We want this. 32 block, huh? I have 1 card next time. Whatever. You have fairy in a jar, who cares? Oh yeah. Stream till 5? No, I'm gonna go eat after this. But I think Kate canceled her stream so she could... Holy cow, look at this. Our daughter's having a great time. So much of my skill went into winning her this Gudetama. Holy cow, she's holding a freaking Gudetama with a green ribbon around. She's having the time of her life, man. That's awesome. The only thing is, I don't, other fathers here, you might be able to relate. Holy cow. Like, I'm happy my daughter's having an awesome time at the fair. But then, like, the catch is, she just had an amazing time with mommy at the fair, so my ass has got to be, like, on when she gets home. Can't be like, hey, I just spent like 5-6 hours at the fair with mommy. She won me this big Gudetama, and I'm like, hey, just like eat some Fruit Loops while daddy looks at his phone for a bit. Fuck, dude. Fuck. Because it looks bad in both of their eyes, man. She'll be tired though. Yeah, but like it's optics. I never knew this thing was like beaten or whatever. That's pretty cool. Is it possible to kill the heart? Never been done. It's never been done. All right, I'm gonna get out of here.